All right, so democracy and the environment is collapsing, partly because the majority of people within society being socialized into this hyper individual neoliberal culture simply don't care about anything beyond money, themselves, and their small bubble of family and friends, and that little, like, I don't know, plushy toy kind of whatever. And so, how can English literature teachers help build a student's ability to empathize with different people to then bring history back on the right track and not towards this collapse that we're seemingly seeing? This is day 28 of trying to become the greatest English literature teacher alive in New South Wales. It's day 28. So previously, I talked about this fundraising idea as a way to help students have their writing not just be sitting in a doc somewhere, but will have real world impact because you write a story, you publish it, and you raise funds for charity, right? Building upon that idea, and along with this question that I posed in the beginning, how can we build up the empathy, right? I realized that I could like iterate on the idea, and it's not, and instead of just like or making students write a story for themselves, what I could do be instead is they could write a story for someone else. They could meet another person. The person being, for example, if we're doing the Smiths family, right? Which is a charity for disadvantaged students who don't have enough money to go to school and have the basic educational needs met, right? Here, the students could somehow, or set up somehow, I don't know, but like they could interview these people, these students, these kids, and get to know them, and just basically tell them, oh, I want to write a story for you. Now, this doesn't have to be like a life story about like, oh, what are all of your problems? Lay on me. It's not gonna be like that. I mean, it can be like that if the student wants to, but it can also just be like the student be like, oh, I like unicorns and rainbows, and I like being a cool 6'7" basketball player. It's just okay. It's a weird combination. But what I'm saying is, if they like that and they want to see a story like that, then the student can write a story like that for them, right? It's like it's basically it. I don't want to lean too into much. Oh my god, your pity is problems of your life. It's just like it's because it's not there yet. I think we first just need to build up the connection between these other people and these different perspectives that um my students might not have otherwise connected with. And in doing so, by talking to them and learning about their interests and what kind of story they want, you get to know them a bit more. And so that's kind of the idea. And here's a little quote from Gert Biesta about world-centered education, which is basically what the whole premise is about. What is the world asking of me? And this is basically just um, I'm like starting a lot because I'm trying to keep it under the 3 minutes, but it's already over 3 minutes again. Um, but it's basically from the principle of we're not trying to just write a story and do whatever we want. It's rather we are thrown into a world and we can't do it whatever we want to an extent. And we have to look at the world and what are the current limitations and issues that the world is imposing upon us, and what do we need to become or to do to resolve that or address that um uh like question or nudge of the world. It's very theoretical. Basically, it's just like to tangibly put it into practice. It's like you can't just go around and cut and graffiti everywhere and I don't know, steal all your wants. You can't do that. Why? Because it's not good for society. It's bad for society if everyone just goes around and wreaks havoc. Um, but it's also like born to that world, and you might have certain issues within your local community that might be, for example, if you're living maybe in Minneapolis and the ICE agents are coming out on your door, you might have to figure out a way to protect your family or find shelter or organize a community together. And if that is the case, then how could you address that? I feel like the example I'm giving are very like far fetched, but I'm a bit tired right now. That's my excuse. But they're basically the same. a similar sort of issue in that you want to approach it from not what, oh, I'm alive, let's do whatever I want kind of thing, but oh, I'm alive in a world which has limits upon you. You can't fly, you can't do whatever you want. And so you must first figure out what are these limits, and um, is humanity going to try to ignore those limits? For example, the ecological crisis, and try to just make more, produce more, burn more fossil fuels, and then the carbon dioxide go into the air, warm up the world, and we're gonna die in the next 20 to 25 years. Well, not way all gonna die, but like a large population might die. So we can't sustain this population um, at this high temperature. That's the story for another day, though. I'm rambling. Okay. But yeah, bring it back to my day 28 idea. Yeah. This could help them build up that empathy, and they can see and learn about different perspectives, and they'll have their writing have an actual value. You know what I mean? And they'll see like the it's like you're helping someone, right? And helping someone, and when you help someone and they like praise you, or not praise you, but thank you for your help. Um, as a teacher, or if anyone's watching it, teacher, like they'll know that, like you'll know that that is like such a fulfilling sort of um high happiness that you don't really get anywhere else, and it's like long lasting. It's very sustaining. It's a very sustainable sort of happiness. You know what I mean? That gratitude that I express towards your. But anyways, that's the idea. I rambled, but whatever. I'll just post this.